didn't think John Mateer was going to be playing.
He did.
You did?
Yeah, I thought he was going to play.
No,
Okay.
I said he did play. I don't know.
Oh, yes, he played.
He did?
He did. Not well.
Because, if I was just doing, full box score mode here, I'd just see the score and be like, oh, well, I guess it was Michael Hawkins Jr. Because the score was the kind of score that you might have expected if they had started Michael Hawkins Jr. No, instead, John Mateer goes out there and he plays. And honestly, I mean, Bud, you're Mr. Velo, but like those first couple passes, they even put a couple of them in slow motion. I thought his ball looked fine.
Mm-hmm.
I thought his decision-making across the entire game was horrendous.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems
Texas caught some of the interception balls today that Michigan and Auburn did not.
So
this is what we had talked about. Like when people thought we were nuts for saying Mateer is probably going to be back at Oklahoma next year. Right.
Yeah, I don't want Dr. Shin's license to get revoked because I want everyone to know it has been said on the record. The hand looked good. It was what was happening between the ears on some of those decisions that I think was the costly part of this performance.
Is Oklahoma that much different than LSU? No run game with the backs, really good defense. Quarterback has to totally carry him. When the quarterback's not 100%, they're in trouble.
A lot of similarities, that's for sure.
Okay, yeah.
Real tough schedule from here on out, too. Like this felt like a real missed opportunity for Oklahoma. I feel like they had to win this game.
It felt like one of those games to which Texas offensively looked awful for a while. And in fact, at the half, Texas had run the ball with their backs 9 times. 6 of those 9 running back runs were stopped for a loss in the first half. I was like, shit, like Arch is going to have to carry him. But ultimately, like if Sark could scheme up a drive or two and Texas defense could continue to play well, then it was their game to have. And like they did, like Texas had 3 good drives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And cashed in 2 of them. One was a field goal. That was enough.
Apologies to not apologies. You take what you get. It's a college football result, but our condolences out to Amanda Guerra. I know she's out there in the audience. It was a tough scene for Boomer out there. I mean, if Oklahoma's just going to be LSU, and I mean, that means every game's going to be like this.
Kind of depends on who you play, right?
Yeah,
possibly. The defense is going to keep them in a lot of games. Mateer is going to play hero ball and be the hero games. They need him to be the hero in all the games because they don't really have a run game.
And that's like you compare them to LSU. That's like they're no different than Auburn that way either. I mean, there's a lot of teams in the SEC that kind of have that profile right now of unable.
I think Hugh Freeze would do some unspeakable things to have Mateer over Jackson Arnold.
Agreed. But I'm saying they're still also dependent on their quarterback, and the problem is their quarterback isn't doing anything. You know what I mean?
Right,
so like they can't win games. Like although one could argue, and we'll get to it later, I'm sure their quarterback did something today that maybe should have counted that didn't, and kind of really turned that game on its head. But no, it's just like Oklahoma. Bud already said it. Like John Mateer is going to put the ball in danger. And he's been doing it all year. And he's been missing guys, and he's been taking shots that he doesn't have to take. Like the touchdown he threw in the end zone right before halftime or whatever was it? Like there was absolutely no point to making that throw. There was no need to make the throw. You can either throw it away or you could have taken the check down and just settled for the field goal. But he decides to just whip a ball because he's Moxie Mateer into the end zone that has absolutely no prayer being caught, and it's picked off.
Yeah, if that wasn't some kind of miscommunication, then that was a pretty egregious decision.
Yeah. So there was like the 2-sided piece of this. Did Oklahoma blow the end of half management in a game that was?
Is their kicker really bad? Because that's the only one. That's one I would think. Like because that ball was from the 30. So like maybe if OU's kicker, I'm trying to think if OU's kicker sucks or something, but I don't think he does. Right?
He was 2 for 2 today with a 42-yarder and a 41-yarder.
That's trustworthy.
So this would have been 47. Look, maybe OU fans in the chat will tell us like this kid cannot hit a long field goal, and in that case, I don't hate the heave quite as much, but assuming like a 47-yarder is makeable, and if you're a team like Oklahoma with a payroll of probably 20+ million, you probably have a kid who can make a 47-yarder. So that was pretty bad.
We got the stats on the screen if you're watching on youtube.com/cover3. Trey Wisner, somebody who was a main character of the season last year, ends up leading the way. Nice little 94-yard performance on 22 carries. Thought he also did some hard work in the passing game as well, because shocker, when your offensive line is getting absolutely beat, you got to check down to your running back or throw it in the flat to him sometimes. But, Wisner's a great athlete, can go and make some plays, test him a little bit on the perimeter. Do you take much away? Because I think that I take more away vibes-wise than I do, in terms of the hard data X's and O's for Texas's win. I just think it's like, okay, really
our friend Josh, who knows OU like nobody's business, says that Tate Sandell is a really good kicker for OU. The game management end of the first half is a continuation of horrible decisions Venables has made time and again. So
this just gets to be
apparently they have a stud kicker.
Yeah. Okay.
Kickers are a blind spot for me. I don't really know. There's like a couple kickers I know. Other than that, I'm like, all right, whatever. They're kickers.
Just get rid of them, honestly.
Like we do on
would football be worse if we didn't have kickers? Let's be real.
Might be better.
Teams would have to go for it more often.
Keep kickers.
Fine. Fine, but don't put them on scholarship. They don't.
So what about the Texas side of this? What is there to take away? Because
Arch pocket presence 2 weeks in a row. Not saying he's playing well throwing it. Not saying he's playing well how he sees it. But, man, he is avoiding pressure in the pocket really pretty well.
He's getting a lot of practice at it.
Yes. I mean, like Florida was all over him. He got out of a lot of sacks in that game. OU had 1 sack, and they had 12 TFLs. Guys, It's not like OU had no pass pressure, right? Like Arch did some pretty nice little magician work back there. It didn't always result in explosive plays, but he avoided negatives fairly well. He also did get baited in any picks by Venables' defense, which is like classically known for creating those turnovers.
We've got Debo helping us out tonight. He just posted something interesting in the tailgate. Texas to make the college football playoff is at plus 152 right now. What would you put that at?
No. I declared him dead last week.
Who else do they have left?
They've got to play Vandy at Georgia and Texas A&M. They've also got road games against Kentucky, Mississippi State.
9-3 might get them in because that loss to Ohio State looks very excusable now.
But
if they're 10-2, that means that they're 7-1 in SEC play, and depending on who the 7 is and who the 1 is, they could be playing for the SEC title.
I just don't think they're doing that.
Fair. I like that. I like that response.
But they've just played the best defense they're going to see. For the rest of the schedule, at least, right?
Yeah, but if Oklahoma doesn't turn the ball over 3 times, again, Texas has a great defense, so they're going to have a chance in every single game for the most part. It's just nothing that offense did today convinces me they're going to be good. Like they still can't run the ball. Arches are great. He's able to avoid sacks, but he's still missing throws.
It's still.
I don't mean winning the playoff. I just mean like. I think 9-3.
No, they're going to lose
a shot to get Texas in. So
they're going to lose a third game, probably to Georgia or Texas A&M. They might lose a fourth. They might lose both. They might lose all 3 of those games. I don't have a high level of confidence in this football team.
That's fair.
I do think Arch looks better, at least like avoiding some of the pressure stuff.
I think that we have all come to realize that it is a talented but flawed team. And they are their flaws, unfortunately, at a very pivotal spot on the football field that prevents running the football and protecting the passer.
Also,
it's remarkable because you know what comes to mind? Everything is difficult. Everything is so hard. And he scampers off for, extends the chains on a 3rd and long on a nice little run. And you're like, hey, yeah, Arch Manning. But why did he have to do that in the first place?
Also, 21 of 27 for 166 is that's hard to do.
I told you there's a lot of a lot of short throws.
Yeah.
Getting the ball out real fast
on this one.
Oh yeah. Average depth of target. all that
Gotta
stuff.
see if he beat Dylan's record last week.
Hey,
Dylan threw it downfield tonight at the end.
Yeah, he did.
I was thinking about you so much, man. Watching that ball he threw to his left, where he like jumps and falls down with nobody around him, and it ended up being complete. I was like, all right.
It was classic mechanics, man. Just exactly how they teach it. Draw it up.
Also, like, how talented is that guy? He could throw a ball falling down like that and complete it. That was. We'll save it for that game. That game's probably on the list, right?
It was so funny. Also, Blackledge is on the NBC call, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Blackledge offered up at one point. They were showing a slow motion clip of Underwood, and they were like, he's almost better on the off-platform stuff. And I was like, oh no, the disease spreads.